What's good, mind speakers? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this happens to be your first time here. I was scrolling upon YouTube the way I usually am, and I stumbled upon the pet peeve challenge, which I usually hate challenge videos and reaction videos, but that's a story for another time. And then I kind of thought, what better challenge for me than for me to sit on the floor and talk about a bunch of shit I hate? So I took a quick 10 minutes and I compiled a list full of things I hate. It's a pretty long list, I'm not gonna lie. But before we get into the pet peeve challenge, don't forget to hit like on this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And let's get into it. Pet peeve challenge. Ready? Let's go. I hate when people say, oh bro, this stinks, smell it. Or, oh bro, it's disgusting, taste it. No! Why can't I just take your word for it? Like, I understand from you that it's gross. I don't need any parts in that. You can have that for yourself. I hate when people decide they want to drive 150 miles per hour with me in the passenger seat. Like, I want to die. Like, no, I don't want to die. I don't know if I gave up that vibe, but I'm really not trying to die in a fiery car crash. Go live out your Crash Bandicoot fantasies when I'm not in the car. Like, that's simple. I hate when people stare. I've gone over on this channel before that I'm extremely tall, and it's usually in restaurants where I'll be walking to go mind my business, either to leave or to go to the bathroom, and the entire table just goes silent and they all just look at me. Now I've gotten to a habit where I'll just go, hi, how are you? My new thing is that since we're close enough for you to be staring at me, we're close enough for me to reach on your table and get one of those mozzarella sticks. You don't mind your business, so I won't mind mine. I hate people who think they're low. That's usually the person that you know that really wants to be really messy, and that everything you say ends up in somebody else's ears or whatever. Not that I care, because I know what I said, I was there, but I'm always lining up people's actions with their intentions. So if your intention is to be messy and you think you're low, like I won't know, who's stupid, me or you? It's definitely you, and I'm gonna call it out. Like, what are you doing? I hate people who overdo Snapchat. Like, there are those people that have to put every single thing that happens to them on Snapchat. Why do I care? I'm the person that says the best nights never make it to Snapchat, because I'm always more focused on having a good time. I'm not at all focused on showing other people how much fun I'm having. I don't care if they see it or not. Like, you don't live your life for you. You live your life for people to think that your life is so great. And I 9 times out of 10 will guarantee to you most people are just tapping through your story anyway, because they don't give a shit either. I hate Android Snapchats. There are a select few of my best friends who have converted to the dark side and they happen to have Androids, and those people I will accept those grainy Android Snapchats from. But I'm definitely not checking your Snapchat story if you got an Android and the sound is off track from the video and it's in like 240p. Like, I'm great. I don't need to see that. I don't need to see a Snapchat story shot through an Uvu webcam. I'm good. I hate people who don't watch Game of Thrones. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And that honestly includes me, because I didn't start watching Game of Thrones until a year ago, so I was on some bullshit. I hate Amy Schumer. I hate bad parents who don't watch their bad kids. I've said before on here that I always end up in a situation where a parent does not watch their kid, but every single time the kid ends up near me, they look at the kid like it was close to death, like I was gonna step on it or something. If you watch your kid, you don't have that problem. It's that simple. Keep your kids away from me. And I'm the least of your worries, because I'm not a predator. If you're really not watching your kid, someone will snatch your kid right out of Toys R Us these days. You never know what the fuck is going on. And there are only but so many times I'm gonna smile and move out of little Johnny's way while he continues to run figure eights around my ankles. After a while, he's gonna get what the fuck he's gonna get. I hate when people check their Snapchats at full volume when I'm trying to watch TV. Like, are we in Webster Hall? I don't need to hear muffled, bad, and bougie in Webster Hall. And I also don't need to hear your ghetto-ass friends yelling at their other friends like, that's right, turn up, bitch! Like, turn it down, check it some other time, or earphones are God's gift to the world. I hate when barbers are talking too much about the fight or India Westbrook's nudes to focus on my hairline, because if you fuck my hairline up, I'm gonna fuck you up. Pay attention to what you're doing. Talk about titties at some other point in time. But what I need you to do is make sure that my hairline looks like the X-axis by the time we leave here, because if it's giving me any type of slope action, we have a fucking problem. I hate when people don't take your advice, but then they come back complaining about the consequences of not taking your advice. Like, I don't give a shit. I told you not to do that for that reason. And there are plus and minuses to everything. Every time you choose an action, you choose a consequence. But if I tell you, hey, maybe you shouldn't fuck him. Last time you fucked him, he didn't text you when you had an attitude. And now you fuck him and then he doesn't text you. Then what do you want me to do? I told you that that was gonna happen. You knew that was gonna happen. Past events have shown us that was gonna happen. Deal with your consequences, because I don't care anymore. You do what you want to do anyway. Leave me alone. I hate when people project their personal issues on situations that don't call for it. Like, what does your relationship with your father have to do with whether you're putting 5 on his dominoes or not? Are you eating or not? I hate spoilers. Like, there's always that person that has to say, hey, did you watch tonight's episode of Love and Hip Hop where Mimi took a vodka shot from in between Jocelyn's titties and Tammy punched Rashida in the face for calling Waka Flocka a flop, and Kurt may have a baby by this girl that used to fuck with Young Jock that may have fucked Little Scrappy? Why are you telling me the whole episode? Let me find out the way you found out. I don't need you to tell me. I'm gonna watch it. How about you just say, hey, did you watch? And allow me to say no, which will cue you to shut the fuck up. I hate Scorpios, Sun, Moon, Venus, or Rising. Fuck all y'all. I hate when an iPhone goes off in a TV show and I think it's mine. Something about hearing an iPhone that's not yours is extremely triggering. It's kind of like, I know it's not mine, but I just have to check. I hate when people don't understand flavor of love references. Like, if I say, bitch, you look like a fucking man and you need that facelift to get rid of those crow's feet with that fucking Botox. You just gotta know where that comes from. It's just iconic reality TV. I hate when people don't respect silence. Like sometimes we're just sitting here listening to music, or sometimes there's just nothing to say. There may be nothing to text about. I actually enjoy people that I can be silent around, and I can know that our silence is not gonna cause a problem, and that I'm comfortable enough to just be silent around you. Like when there's something to say, it will be said because there's no tension. It's not that big of a deal. I hate when you're putting someone on some new heat and they act like they didn't heard it before, but they haven't, and then all of a sudden they hold their phone to their chest and you can see that blue Shazam light. This goes back to you not being low. Like, you're not low. Admit I put you on. It's not gonna kill you. That's a very New York thing. New York niggas hate to admit that somebody done put them on to something. Like, it's alright, it's a song, you'll be alright. I hate when I'm making a plate and the collard green water drips into the rest of my plate. That's disgusting. I have to separate my food, and I have to make sure that I have a separate bowl if I'm gonna have collard greens, because I can't have that collard green water dripping into everything, because everything tastes like collard greens. I want to eat collard greens alone, and I want to eat the rest of my food alone. I don't want anything to taste like the other one. That's disgusting. I hate when people ask questions that they don't want the truthful answer to, because if you're looking for someone to lie to you, I'm the wrong one, so don't ask him to me. I hate J. Cole fans. Sorry to break it to you, he's not the Messiah. I hate when the specific person who pissed me off know they pissed me off, and then they ask, what's wrong? You know what the fuck is wrong. You're wrong. Leave me the fuck alone. Well, I'm not fucking with you right now. I need a moment to collect my thoughts before I say something that may or may not be irreparable, and I won't give a shit. I just need you to back the fuck up if you piss me off and you know you pissed me off. Don't smother me once you've done it. Just move. I hate cover songs. I hate Glee. I hate Kids Bop. I hate all that shit. If I want to hear my humps, I want to hear Fergie, and while I am do it, I don't want the girls from fucking Pitch Perfect doing that shit. I fucking hate cover songs. And it doesn't sound like real music. It sounds stupid and corny and theatery. I hate when people work at fast food restaurants and give you chicken nuggets and don't give you any sauce or ask about a sauce option. Like if I step up to McDonald's, I'm asking for a sauce because I don't want to taste the 99% polyester that may be in this chicken nugget. So I'm like, yo, can I have the sweet heat? Can I have the honey mustard? Like, I'm asking you for the sauce. But then if you don't give it to me, what is wrong with you? Then I have to suffer through these chicken nuggets without the sauce, and it doesn't even taste enough like chicken for me to want to do that. Chick-fil-A can get away with giving me a chicken nuggets without sauce, even though I'll be upset because their sauce is dumb good. And if I'm at Popeyes and I do get the chicken tenders, I still want the buttermilk ranch because it's just so good. But if you don't give it to me, I could live with hot sauce. But McDonald's, Burger King, and partially Wendy's, y'all fucked up. I need all the sauce. I hate people who have uninformed opinions. I'm not mad about people who have opinions and then we can have a discussion on the difference of our opinions. I feel like that's dope because you know what you're talking about. But if you don't know what you're talking about and you can't tell me why you feel the way you feel, you don't have an opinion. Your mouth is open for no reason. Shut your mouth. You can't speak to me and I don't want to speak to you. In order for me to consider your opinion as valid, there has to be a base of knowledge at the back of it. And if it's not there, you're not there. We're not here. Leave. And now to my biggest pet peeve of all at this phase in my life, people who listen to influencers and mirror their opinions. We're at this day and age, we're all listening to people. We're listening to podcasts like The Read, The Friend Zone, Joe Budden's podcast. We're watching and listening to a lot of shows that have to do with social commentary, but there's too many people that I know that have hated Beyonce until they started listening to The Read, and now they're like, baby, it's you! Like, shut the fuck up. Just because Kid Fury likes Beyonce doesn't mean you need to like Beyonce. Be yourself. Just because you like Joe Budden's podcast and Joe Budden says something doesn't mean you need to hang off his scrotum for the rest of your life. Shit, me. Just because I say something doesn't mean you just have to agree with me just to agree. Just be yourself. That's all I'm saying. Be yourself. Use your own brain. These people are people that have brains in their heads and they put their bras on in the morning one titty at a time just the same way you do. You don't have to become them. And that's it for my pet peeve challenge. If you have a pet peeve challenge video that you want me to see, do one. Upload it. Leave a link for it below. I want to see what your pet peeves are, and if you agree with anything that I talked about in this video, leave a comment and let me know and let's have a conversation about it. And as usual, if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. If not, suck a dick, and I'll be seeing you guys later. Dude.